And I think Kenny conservative movement, a lot of the conservative movement, to find where we are today politically, ideologically, organizationally.
Jerris joining me here. Jerris,
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
You look good. You know what? Can I just say before we get into it, I'm very excited to be here at a convention that's not hundreds of miles away. I'm so happy. And you look like a boxing referee to me. Right? You look great, dog. We all look great. We're happy to be here, and we're the only station at this convention, by the way, exclusive station broadcasting live from the California Conservative Conference.
Now, the purpose of this conference is to take California back. Obviously,
I thought the CAGOP is not going to do that.
well,
I was just sitting back enjoying the fact that we had a Mexican woman in charge of the party, and I thought that was going to fix everything.
well, we've got a long way to go, Jerris. So here at the California Conservative Conference, they're meeting, they're training, they're trying to get individuals ready to basically take back the state because the Democrats have. I don't even like talking about the voter registration numbers because they're so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, did you know no party preference, which people that can't make up their minds are a bigger party than the Republican Party in California right now?
And listen, most of those people, they're leftists. Yeah, you know what it is? Most of them, you know what it is? You meet them and they think they're intellectuals. I don't belong to a party. You meet these people all the time in high school. I don't belong to, the two-party system is what's ruining America. By the way, I love Bernie Sanders. All right, so I guess you're going to put out a fire by starting another fire, you dummy. But your boy Steve Frank, he's actually inside the convention
He's speaking
hall.
right now.
Yeah, and he's speaking on the status of the conservative movement in California. So that speech should take all of 12 seconds. But pretty good stuff.
No. But he was talking about, right now the party is not necessarily training. They're not necessarily getting everybody ready. And
And allegedly, we're not even pro-gun or pro-life, the two most fundamental issues.
we'll get to the platform.
That was
in just a
massive.
second.
We got some massive news.
No, we do, but here's the reality. Ballot harvesting costs us some seats, right?
Yeah.
Obviously the Democrats go.
Which is illegal.
Federally, it's illegal.
We need to have a real conversation. I don't like when the Democrats do something illegal, so now Republicans do it. I don't like that.
So wait, you don't think we should ballot harvest?
No.
Why not?
Well, first of all, I mean, just if you want to seem authentic and you want to seem honest, we have hours of video of conservatives everywhere bashing on, especially on the radio, bashing ballot harvesting, and then we're going to go do the same thing.
Well, look,
it's not intellectually honest. It's not intellectually honest.
And listen, man, until federally, until federally it's illegal, but until California learns how to honor federal law, I think we're kind of stuck. And going with the rate of immigration and all the other stuff, they really don't care about federal law. So I say, look, it's not.
So you say break the law? What about all those beautiful monologues? By the way, your monologue last night was great.
I appreciate it.
I got some
It was only
qualms.
40 minutes.
I got some qualms about it though. But that's another time to talk about it. This idea that we're going to do what we constantly did multiple monologues saying how terrible they do this is against the rule of law, which it still is. I mean, it doesn't change just because the people doing it has an R next to their name. It's still against the rule of law.
Now, for people that might be a part of our national audience.
Maybe you live in a state that respects the rule of law and you don't know what ballot harvesting is.
There's a lot of states that don't know what ballot harvesting is. It's basically anybody can go to your door and say, hey, knock, give me your ballot. And they don't have to be your family. They don't have to be any. It can literally be.
Now, do they have to show ID at the very least?
Oh gosh, no, come on, man. You fill it out, and then you know what they do, right? This was the biggest problem with ballot harvesting. They go and they say, hey, have you filled out your ballot? Oh, you haven't. Let's fill it out together. And it's obviously always a Democrat candidate, party member, or a Democrat candidate.
Well, yeah, because again,
volunteer.
It's wrong to do. They've been the only ones doing it. I don't think we should loop ourselves in with those moves. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but look now. We have less than 15 out of the 50-something plus congressional members in California, right? We're doing pretty dismal. The Democrats have super majorities. If we don't get down and dirty in the trenches and
break the law,
go
ahead and say it, and break the
law, then we're gonna get stuck at square one.
I guess.
I
Just give up on the state. Here's the thing. Because let's be real. If you want to keep another 4 years of Trump going, you're not even looking at California. We need to be focused on it. This is why, which I didn't even know. I figured it out. During the last election, there were people here in Fresno that were making calls to like Pennsylvania and Michigan.
No, for
sure. I just don't want to break the law. I don't want to go down that dark road.
Well, what we need is, we just need the Republicans to come out then instead of us going and literally trying to go grab their ballots.
For people who don't know, tell them how ballot harvesting, as all liberals do, it's harvested or it's marketed towards single mothers who work so hard
yeah,
they don't have time to drop it off.
Any liberal doesn't have time, remember?
Yeah,
Because they're working
liberals
hard.
have time to do nothing.
They're working hard. That's why they don't have time to go
They've got
vote.
nothing to, they have, the only time they have is to pick up the welfare check.
That takes all day. That's why they can't vote, and it takes all day on that vote on that election day.
Well, especially here in Fresno welfare office, you would think it's a concert. You would think Jesus came back to town. The line that's outside the Fresno welfare office.
But no, let's did we overstep our break? I think we did. I think we might have to take a break. All right, everybody, we are here at the California Conservative Conference at the Wyndham Garden Hotel here in the great city of Fresno. And
if you live here locally, there is still time to buy your
There is,
tickets.
there
It's today. This is going to go on all day today and all day tomorrow. When we come back, what you can be looking forward to, what you can be in store for coming up if you want to come down here. Where are we at?
we are at the Wyndham Garden Hotel, Fresno, California, taking back California at the California Conservative Conference. The Tea Party, the Great Seal of the state of Jefferson. They've got Nevada Republicans here. They realized that this could get infectious and go all the way. Well, it's already in Nevada. What am I talking about? Anyhow.
But I gotta say, what's funny is this is almost like a conservative sanctuary because we're not in. Let me finish. This is not the best part of Fresno. Okay?
We're taking you out of your studio environment.
Listen, this is not the best part of Fresno. Let's be honest. But within these walls, I promise you, some people in the main hall. There's some CCW individuals, God-loving, God-fearing people. This is like a conservative safe space in the middle of left-leaning Fresno and communist California.
There you go. All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. You're listening to special coverage of the California Conservative Conference here in the Wyndham Garden Hotel in Fresno, California. We come back much more from the conference. Yes.
What's going on in there, like Jose is saying?
No, I fixed that problem. Cool.
Understand the hidden triggers to their addictions and pain. When you invest as little as $2, you offer more than a simple meal. Your gift becomes their first step in their journey towards true recovery. The mission offers emergency services and development programs staffed by compassionate and experienced individuals who can speak into their lives, helping them find the answers that they need through the love and wisdom of Christ. You make all of this possible. Share your gift today and help us change lives. Go to FresnoRM.org to donate.
Today, thanks to the rescue mission and my commitment to Christ, I'm in a place of safety and refuge, being healed and restored.
Want the inside scoop on an area? Locals always know. Want an inside advantage in your job search? Then you rely on a staffing local. We're Spherion, a 65-year workforce leader with a distinct local focus. Just last year, we helped 160,000 individuals find exciting careers. I'm Glenna Gates, and my team knows the Central Valley area well. More than a business, this is our home, and we have connections to the area's most respected companies. Gain a local career advantage and call Spherion at 559-251-4040 or visit us on the web at spherion.com.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call this toll-free number right now, 800-390-9528. That's 800-390-9528. By calling your addiction team, you're taking the first steps to recovery. The help you need could be one call away.
15 seconds.
It's a reform, we're looking for. All sorts of.
What's going on in there?
Welcome. Now, conservative movements here. I call him activist because. So we should take that name. Patriots. Patriots. Love America. Love country.
We're in the California safe.
Yeah, we're not
Go out that door and say that.
Okay,
We're
you're
no more.
entering the mission field. No, but we're here at the California Conservative Conference, a group of patriots that really want to take back California because California is doing pretty disastrous.
Hey, but can we say these people are they're very realistic because not only are they interested in taking back California, but there's also a few groups that says, you know what, which is in my opinion, let's just move on. Let's just create a whole new state. They're even a sponsor, the new state of Jefferson,
Yeah.
which I love because I think that you know the state around not this state, not in the shape that it's in right now.
No, and I don't know.
Especially not if the answer is let's break the law.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. But no, I was hoping that, you know, if the big one hit, right, the earthquake, the big one, then maybe just Los Angeles, San Francisco, everyone would just float
No
away.
deaths whatsoever.
No,
just float away on the raft.
Just be like a rap, yeah. Not like San Andreas, the movie with the rock, right? That was just kind of doom and gloom. But if we could just make an even break, you know, like a Kit Kat, you know, and just and everything survived, we're good to go.
All we need is the Central Valley to survive.
There you go. That's it. But no, that's the reality of the fact here. We're here. The individuals here, they're going to get trained on registering voters. They're going to get trained on, candidates are going to get trained as well. Listen, running for office, you know, is no easy thing. You know, it's either you got an incumbent that doesn't care about what he's doing, like the guy that AFC unseated.
But she's sitting up there playing Pat Mac with John Boehner. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Him and John Boehner, like buddies. Two losers that need a tan.
So they both
a decent
pushing
tan.
lead now?
So, Boehner's high.
I hear his commercials.
John Boehner does weed commercials now?
He does, and he cries at the end of them. Cries at the end of each of the weed commercials. But no, seriously, we're here, and one of the biggest things that this group is trying to do is they're trying to get the grassroots, and they're trying to get conservatives elected to school board. They're trying to get conservatives elected to city council.
And
they
feel left behind by the CAG.
Yeah.
And at the conference coming up, which we're going to be at, hopefully, I mean, maybe if they see this video, higher press credentials, please don't do that. But convention that we're going to be in Indian Wells, it's focused on specifically, we're going to play the interview with Steve Frank that we have as well.
Yeah.
It's focused specifically on helping Donald Trump in California. I hate to burst your bubble, but that's not going to, you're not going to kill California. So
President Trump is not going to win California.
Exactly. So
let's be honest.
It looks great to have a conference. This is how we're going to work to help President Trump win California, but everyone knows that's not going to happen. This conference is specifically how do you get that conservative elected to your city council? How do you get that conservative elected to your school board? Because largely speaking, the CAGOP, even the National Republican Party, they're not here to help with those type of things. So you need.
Well, no, because California's lost.
Exactly.
No one's going to pour money into the
Exactly.
state. I mean, it's a Democrat stronghold. Kamala Harris or Bernie Sanders are going to win over here. Joe Biden. I mean, it's a very establishment.
I'm going to win the polls.
But let's be honest here. I mean, California is kind of a lost cause when you think about national politics.
That's why I love the Jefferson people. They're like, let's just break off and restart. What?
If there's any time to do that, it would be in Donald Trump's presidency, because you might have San Francisco and LA that might say, no, we're good, we can do it, but they also know where the money comes from to pay for all their special programs. It comes from all of us.
Yeah.
Let's just not. It is what it is. But no, the California Republican Conference, that's going to be in September. Their biggest thing is the platform. All right,
which is important. We're not denying that that's not important.
It's very important, and you know, one of the things that you'll hear Republicans say, and the elected Republicans, you'll hear Republican leaders and organizations and affiliates say, look, the Republican message is just too harsh.
It's too toxic.
It's too toxic. And in places where there's a lot of Democrats, we can't win with that kind of message.
Well,
don't say, go back home. Don't say that. You know,
we're gonna talk about that too.
Traumatizing.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Don't say, don't say, I mean, it's really, it's a do's and don'ts.
Yeah, and I think the most part that was crazy is that our platform, as it stands right now, according to your boy Frank, mentions nothing about being pro-life and nothing about the Second Amendment.
Well, in the platform committee, what they're gonna try to do is they might not include
Or what they're
this.
going to try to do.
Exactly, because, guns scare Democrats and so do live babies, apparently.
But see, isn't our job to do the opposite? Like, if it scares them, shouldn't we do that? Isn't that the point of being the opposite party?
It comes down to electability, Jerris. It really comes down to electability and what message can win.
I thought California was supposed to be as conservative as Alabama at this point because we have a Mexican woman in charge of the party.
I don't know if she's Latina, I don't know what.
Hey, what's the difference between Mexican and
Latina is feminine, but the term Latinos is supposed to encompass pretty much Mexican, El Salvadorian, Guatemalan, you know what I mean?
So it's in everybody's term.
It isn't everybody. So that's what I'm saying. You call her Latina, I don't know if she's Mexican.
Well, the Fresno GOP, which is this is the I hate not just the GOP. Love Fred. We love Fred. He's
We love Fred, and he's not Mexican.
But no, he's not. No, Fred is not.
Vanderhoof.
But no, we were talking about earlier the convention that going to try to remove guns. They want to try and remove the pro-life things, and it's crazy to think because our party now statewide, we're just as obsessed with identity politics as the Dems are. If you go to our page, first of all, they're still celebrating the fact that Patterson won. You didn't win the presidency. You're the head of the statewide party, Joe. Calm down. She's still doing interviews. How does it feel to be the first female Latina or Hispanic woman in charge of the CAGOP? I really don't give a damn. I want you to win seats. She's not interested in doing it. She's interested in Snapchatting and Instagram and all her Southwest flights late at night, talking about how much she misses her daughters. I miss winning. I miss winning in California. I don't care about you missing your daughters.
I don't keep up. I don't keep up with their social media, but I mean that's the reality. I mean, we'll have to see in 2020, and
it's not going to be good. Don't
it's not. It's not going to be good, and that's why. And that's why a lot of conservatives, Jerris, you know this, they're trying to win in March the primary because if they in those seats where you get the majority, which are the local city council seats, the mayorships, if you can get it done in March, you're going to want to get it done in March because, let's be honest with you, any Republican in the general is just going to get slaughtered.
Well, and you mentioned that the CAGOP, they're almost setting them up for failure. At the time that they're having their convention, and then you look at the filing dates, it's taking place in September. It's kind of late. You mentioned that.
It is pretty late. I mean, it's pretty late. I think the party statewide is worried about just getting the infrastructure. When Brulty took over, I mean, the party was in debt. They had to build, they had to build from the ground up. They were building the foundation of that house, and that took a long time. So right now, I think the party is really just pouring more concrete on the base of that foundation.
It takes a force of concrete.
Well, but Jerry,
I'm gonna go find some illegals and get it done in 5 hours.
Look, man, it takes money. You gotta have money, Jerris. You gotta have money. And when the rest of the nation looks at the Republican Party and the irrelevance that California is to the Republican cause, I mean, we're not going to get a lot of money. We're not going to get a lot of help.
Fair point. If you had $1 billion, first of all, wouldn't be here. But second of all,
I wouldn't be in the hallway, Jerris.
We would have bought this whole place if that was the case. But you wouldn't use money to try and California. You don't use your hard-earned fortune like that.
You
wouldn't.
If I had $1 billion, maybe. I would listen. The reality is, we need all hands on deck. I don't know if California wakes up because really,
I don't think they do.
I was going to say, maybe if the average Californian is paying $10 in gas, maybe then they'll say, oh, you know what, things are bad. But I think anything less than $10, where no one's going to wake up, man. It's never going to happen.
State of the state.
It is a state of affairs. But anyhow, we're here at the California Conservative Conference at the Wyndham Garden Hotel. You got the Tea Party caucus here. You got the state of Jefferson advocates here. You got the northern. You even had someone from Nevada, right? Even Nevada's over here.
Yeah, Nevada Tea Party caucus.
The Nevada Tea Party
Salt
caucus. Salt and Light Council.
Which I've never even heard of these people. California Impact Republicans.
Yeah, I like their logo. They got a beefed up.
Our mascot has been hitting the GB3 or something.
Oh man, we should show it. I don't know if you can't see it. It's the elephant there. You can't see
but
it.
The elephant's been pumping iron.
He's a jack. Yeah,
he's a jacked elephant.
Steroids. It's a great logo because it translates into hey, we got this. We got this. Yeah, we can't deal with you beat him up and no, we can't do that. Can't you say that kind of stuff?
Calm down, Antifa. Jesus. First you want First, listen. First, you want to
See what
hard.
happens when we get out of the studio? See what happens? Want to beat up people and I want.
First, you want to ballot harvest. Now you want to use Antifa tactics. Get it together, you'll see.
Oh my god! All right, we're here at the California Conservative Conference. When we come back, we're going to be doing much coverage here at the Wyndham Garden Hotel. There's still time to buy tickets. It's a packed room, but there's a couple of seats left. If you want to do that, you want to come here, and I will actually be speaking tomorrow. So come hear me on the.
Look at this guy. He's going to be speaking.
My forever optimism will get the stage tomorrow.
First of all, I'm a little more excited. Number two, I must say, we're very happy that you're going to be.
It's after lunch. It's prime time spot.
Well, now they give you after lunch.
That's okay. Don't worry about. I'll wake
You never want to be around lunch because if you're before, people just want you to shut up, and if you're after, people really don't care.
Yeah, no, I'll just, I'll tell you what, we'll be right back here for the California Conservative Conference Live, the only radio station in the Central Valley covering the grassroots organization that wants to take this state back over. All right, thank you for your reception.
Radio.
I have a completely different take than many of the others.
The O'Reilly Update, afternoons at 3:45.
On Talk Radio 1680.
KGED.
Pregnancy medical centers provide at no charge initial pregnancy-related services, practical resources, education, and emotional support to women who need to care for themselves and their families, and to help them welcome a new life into their family and their community. This is Christy Burkhart, Executive Director of Pregnancy Care Center, and I invite you to connect with us today to help us build a culture of life in our community. Find us at ministry.pregnancycarecenter.com or call or text 237-0789 for more information.
Hey, how y'all folks doing? Huckleberry here. Now I'd like you to went on over to my place and wrap your taste buds around the best darn breakfast and lunch this side of the bayou. And mon ami, I took the Cajun style cooking, mixed it all up with the California cuisine. For breakfast, you got to try my special waffles with the real Huckleberry syrup. Now, if you're looking for something particular special for your voulez-vous, that's French for lunch, then you just voulez-vous yourself and your friends on over to my place for some kind of lunch delights that you ain't never gonna forget. We got the oven-fired toasty sandwiches, salads and chili, and of course my famous catfish and chips. Now that's some fine eating right there, I'm done told you. So go on over to Huckleberry's at Bullet and 41 or Washington Square Shopping Center at Champlain and Parrot. Ooh, wee mon ami, you're gonna love both places.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. But wait, there's more. If you call right now, you could get a meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give you a free pair of diabetic socks as our special gift to you, regardless of your age. If you suffer with diabetes and have insurance.
Oh, we'll talk about the goofy Powerball lottery that we did on the network.
10 seconds?
And everyone saying that it's fixed. They're like, oh, Kamala and Biden round two, that just happened to be like that? Sure, Stephen, sure. Also, they kept all the white people on one night. Just the way Joe Biden likes it.
5 seconds.
How you doing, man?
Welcome back to the California Conservative Conference here in Fresno at the Wyndham Garden Hotel.
Next to the airport. So
Next to the airport.
Next to the airport.
It's just next to the airport. We're here with a group of patriots. We're going to call them activists because that's that word. A group of patriots out here that want to take back the state. They're doing training. They're talking about my favorite thing for the next couple of years, ballot harvesting. And Guillermo Moreno is pro ballot harvesting.
Guillermo Moreno reversing his opinion from what? Midterm election?
I said it was bad until I listen.
Bad.
What did John Kerry say?
And it's still illegal.
I voted. I was for it before I was against it.
What are you gonna tell us next? What are you gonna tell us next? You inhaled? What's next?
I swear, Jerris, I did not
This is-
realize how.
I gotta tell you, this is why you have to keep it on Talk Radio 1680, because at any random moment during the shows, Bernie Sanders or Bill Clinton can pop up. You never know.
That's very true.
And sometimes Obama.
There you
likes
go.
to show up.
Hey, let's get on to the Democrat circus, all right? Because we're going to be covering it. So, like, we're doing special coverage. You're the only radio station in town covering the.
And you're in debate. Here's the thing. Other stations, we're not going to say what yours. There's another station that literally thinks they're doing something because they're doing an extra 2 hours of coverage. 2 hours of coverage. We are doing a full week. We're going to start on Monday, and I'm very happy to have John Machiko with us.
Absolutely.
So if we're going to have someone else, we should go till Sunday.
No, we're okay here.
You sure?
We're good.
All right, so it all starts debate week, KGED. It all starts Monday, July 29th. We'll be previewing it then. Tuesday night is the first debate.
Yep.
Wednesday night is the second debate. Then Thursday night, President Trump live rally. We're going to cover that as we always do, completely unedited and interrupted. President, please don't cuss again. And Friday night, we'll wrap up what is going to be a jam-packed week. It's the most consequential week of the 2020 election season so far. I think.
For sure. So hey, so I'm looking at debate night 1 for the Democrats. All right. I'm looking at the line. They're gonna have 10 and 10. Same thing they did.
Yeah.
So they narrowed. How many people are running for president for the Democrats? Like 178. Dude, it's 178.
No, it's not.
No.
It's 179.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Get it right, please.
180. Yeah, so you're gonna have 10 on the first night, 10 on the second night. What I noticed about the first night is that they are literally, it's all white people.
The first night
is all white people. Well, no, Beto's on there. I take it back.
Shut up.
90%.
Did you ever get your Donovich?
No, we.
So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you right now, so the debate night's going to be great, but it's mostly white people.
Yeah.
No, it's not mostly, it's all white people. The first night of the Dem debate is as white as mayonnaise sandwiches at a Leonard Skinner concert with Larry the Cable Guy in the first freaking row. That is how white the first night of the debate is, and this is the diversity party. We need to bring on your boy.
I was going to say, why is it even talking about that?
We need to bring on your boy, what's his name, Mike? The CA Dem, president.
Oh, Mike Evans. The chairman of the council.
We like Mike Evans. We're very nice to him. We're very nice, loving conservatives. We need to bring him on because I don't ever remember the Republicans having a debate that was this waspy and this white. It's nothing but white.
If we had done that, every single media outlet would have called us. You got the author Marianne Williamson, who's at 1%. How did she get to 1%?
She's the high Jew. She does miracles.
It's all that love talk.
She's gonna fight the president with love.
With love. Is she gonna hug him?
Yeah.
Are they gonna?
She's gonna hug him.
That would be epic. That would be epic if on the first presidential debate, Marianne Williamson makes it all the way. She goes up and gives a big hug and a big kiss. Trump's just gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what? But right now we have a special guest. We're gonna get former Congressman Radonovich in here. Come on over.
George Guillermo Moreno.
George,
I friended you, I think, or did some on LinkedIn. I'll let you guys do your magic.
Sounds good. All right, Congressman Radonovich, we're live.
Worried about this guy.
Keep a close eye on him.
Somewhat a liberal.
All right, sounds good. Hey, we got a special treat for you, everybody. Former Congressman George Radonovich is joining us here. And I don't know, we gotta squeeze in tight, right?
Sure.
We won't finish that sentence. George Radonovich, former.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
There. Okay.
Come on over. We got 3 minutes before we hit the top of the hard break, the top of the hour. You're joining here. Well, first of all, what can you tell us? I mean, what can you tell us about the way you see Congress right now and all the bickering and all the infighting? That's what everybody really wants to.
You served. Developed an opinion. I was there 16 years and have been out now for about 7. Retired in 2011, about 8 years, and it has gotten much more partisan. The way I look at it is that it's just our country. Congress is a reflection of our country, and our country is becoming more and more divided. And I really think that the fault line is socialism versus freedom. And that's kind of the I would say war, but that's the conflict, I think, in this country. And I think the culture is upstream from politics. And I think because our culture is so divided, so it is, but it's getting very dysfunctional.
You spent 16 years.
Yeah.
16 years in Congress.
Yeah.
Someone that would have sounded like AOC, like a Kucinich, right? He was kind of like the closest thing back then.
Yeah.
Are you surprised at how Nancy Pelosi, and Nancy was there, you know, when you were there too. I mean, are you?
Oh, sure.
Are you surprised at how that mode of thinking has just gained so much traction? It wasn't when you were there.
Mode of thinking, as far as socialism goes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think Republicans and Democrats have gone. We've been trained 50 years to look to government for too much, you know, and I think that really, I think if you develop and kind of interested to see what the speakers have here to have to say, but if you can organize, you know, an agenda of freedom, it's got to be to shut things down. Part-time legislature. Yeah, that's really about the only way to reverse that.
Part-time legislature.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that? How are we gonna be able to get Nancy and all these Dems out and part-time?
Well, it's in Sacramento. It would be you'd have to change the law by the ballot.
Oh, gotcha.
And in Washington, it's the speaker who sets the agenda. So you have to do, in order to do it in Washington, you have to do a constitutional amendment. Yeah, it would be a big exercise.
Do you think, because I've wondered this, do you think that AOC and the other members of the squad, special do you think that they are the ones who have gone to Washington? Are they just more open with these ideas? Because I feel like, and we see this a lot of times with older people who have been there, like Representative Albright, for instance, been there since 2005. Are they just more open with this, and this is a mainstream opinion, or are they really on the outskirts, and most Democrats are more to the middle?
You mean to the ideas of AOC?
Yeah.
Oh, it's becoming increasingly their agenda. I mean, it really is. To Nancy Pelosi, it's a symbol of I mean, it seems great. And so they're, yes, that party is becoming more and more increasing. They're embracing those ideas.
But so, for instance, when you were there, they were more quiet about it. It still existed when you were there.
Well, I think things are moving to the left. You know, when I was there, it was a little bit less so because I think we were able to hold it back. But I think as majorities happen, and you know, I think as time goes on, without a real good freedom agenda that we can start expressing, it's just going to be more and more toward the left.
Former Congressman George Jonovich, we appreciate you coming in. We're going to hit the heartbreak pretty soon, so we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. You caught us right at the
Oh, no
5
worries.
minutes. Good to meet you.
Hey, glad you guys are doing what you're doing here. Yeah, it's are you guys want to hear from President?
Yeah.
You're President? Yes. Good. Enjoy your stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Lee.
What do you think? What do you think will come out of this? I didn't say that.
And although the Liberian ship has left Iranian waters.
You know what I
White
mean?
House, President Trump called Iran nothing.
The president said today he will be speaking with the UK about these ships seized by the Iranians, also noting the U.S. doesn't have many tankers that pass through the area.
Tensions with Iran have been rising since the Trump administration withdrew from the nuclear accord. Asked about the send her back chants at his rally this week, President Trump says he doesn't think that they were racist.
President Trump today in the Oval Office at an event marking the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing, still keeping up his fight with a group of Democratic congresswomen. The president didn't name names, but he was speaking about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar when he said this.
I'm unhappy when a congresswoman goes and said, I'm going to be the president's nightmare. She's going to be the president's nightmare. She's lucky to be where she is, let me tell you. And the things that she has said are a disgrace to our country.
Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Millions of Americans are sweating it out as a heat wave has taken hold of the Midwest and East Coast.
I don't have air conditioning in my apartment. I refuse to spend all that money. I have a lot of good fans, though.
That man is in New York City. The heat index is making it feel over 100 degrees. Power has been restored to residents in Madison, Wisconsin, following fires at 2 transmission substations. Palm Beach County has launched an investigation into whether the sheriff's department properly monitored financier Jeffrey Epstein while he was serving a sentence for soliciting prostitution in 2008. Major indexes closed broadly lower on Wall Street. The Dow lost 68 points. The Nasdaq gave up 60. You're listening to ABC News.
Bitcoin is back. Yes, it just rose to over $13,000 for the first time in over a year. Bitcoin is for real, and folks are optimistic that its value will only continue
We're going to do it in 3 minutes.
Bitcoin.com has always been on the front end of this digital currency curve, and are one of just a handful of companies who really see the potential for cryptocurrency. They see the budding future for rolling over your IRA or 401k into cryptocurrency. A Bitcoin IRA is a smart way to diversify your investments. The Noble Bitcoin.com expert experts are offering a free guide on how to roll over all or a portion of your retirement account into a Bitcoin IRA. Bitcoin is real, and it's not going anywhere. Bitcoin is decentralized, which means that only you own it. No banks or central authority have control over your Bitcoin. Call 800-301-5560. Learn more about the future of Bitcoin. 800-301-5560. Noble Bitcoin, the IRA experts. Call 800-301-5560 now. Bitcoin, it's the future.
The Valley's new talk leader, Talk Radio 1680 KGED. Now,
More live and local talk every day.
Jerris Jackson at 2 p.m., Bill O'Reilly at 3:45 p.m., The John Machiko Show at 4 p.m., and Guillermo Moreno at 5 p.m.
Talk Radio 1680 KGED.
We have the local guys. More local talk every day.
The Valley's new talk leader.
Talk Radio 1680 KGED.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal. We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who will get the IRS off your back.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
Call Tax Solutions now. Time is running out. Call 800-720-8005. 800-720-8005. 800-720-8005.
30 seconds.
Rafael Herrera here with The Word Walk, and I would like to cordially invite you to join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. here on KGED 1680 a.m. The Word Walk, giving biblical answers to your everyday questions. Do you have a question? Email it to me.
Chairman of the Tea Party Caucus, also chairman of the Republican Party in San Luis Obispo. Yeah, so both.
5 seconds.
California Conservative Conference, joined here by Randall Jordan, who is the chairman of the San Luis Obispo Republican Party and also the chairman of the California Tea Party Caucus. Randall, it's good to see you.
Good, yeah, you too.
Good to see you again. We saw him at the California convention last
we
time.
did.
Yeah.
And we need to tell you, we visited, or we were at the
Were you?
Oh man, I had a headache that lasted for days, Randall. I tell you what, man, it was.
Well, you got more gumption than I do to go to one of those.
Yeah.
We walked out a few times.
The prayer to start.
Yeah.
The prayer.
Well, no, the prayer alluded to God, Buddha, Allah, and really just whoever you felt it was. Yeah.
I thought it would be Mother Earth would be the God.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
That'll be next time. Hey, Randall, big event here this weekend, the California Conservative Conference, taking California back, which we desperately need. What are you guys doing here? And I know there's still enough time, so if you can kind of let friends know that, hey, you still got time.
Yeah, come on down. This is actually a 2-day conference. Started today. Tonight we've got State Senator Mike Morrell, who will be our dinner speaker. And then tomorrow we've got a full day of instruction. We're going to have Sam Paredes. We're going to have Steve Frank. We're going to have a lot of different instructors.
Guillermo Moreno.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And we're going to have instructors. We're not going to have speakers. We all know what's wrong, and we keep hearing and we keep talking about in the barbershop, in the
churches,
churches everywhere. We all talk about what's wrong. We all know what's wrong. We got to do something about it. We've got to fix this. And this conference is instruction how to fix it. And I made a quick speech this morning, and there's 2 things we need to do. Number 1 is we have to form coalitions. We have to work together. There's people out there that believe exactly like we do, love our president, love what he's done, love what he's doing, and we need to work together. We need to form coalitions. So in that room, there's people from San Diego County, San Luis Obispo County, Ventura County, Nevada County, Lincoln County. All these different counties are represented here, and these people are here to form coalitions. And that's what we need to do. We need to work together. That's one. The second is we have to take public office. We have to be school board members. We have to be water board members. We have to join these different organizations that the progressives have taken over, and we have to take them back.
Yeah, and talk about the importance of that, because I know at the upcoming in Indian Wells, the CAGOP convention, they're having a training to help re-elect Donald Trump. And that's great. Working for Donald Trump, that's not going to flip California. As you said, we have to do in the sense like the liberals do, which is you do focus on the city council races, you do focus on the school board races. Yeah,
you do, and that's where the grassroots can help. These are boards. These are places that you can maybe go once a month. Let your conservative values be known and make a difference in these small boards. And that's what people need to do. They need to quit. They need to get off the couch and quit watching Fox News and watching these different shows that talk about what's wrong, and they need to go out and they need to fix it.
Randall, I think if the sex question, if it were easy, what's the secret sauce? What's the, we're trying to create it in there. How do we get out of the hole that we're in? How do conservatives become relevant again in this state? What's that sauce that has eluded conservatives for so many years?
I think it's happening. I actually think it's happening, and I think our president is showing the way. I think people, just like in the last election, the 2016 election, people were very quiet about it. I personally have a Donald Trump sticker on my truck. I'm very proud of it.